Have you ever been in any moment like this in your career? And would you compare this to anything?
I mean, I went through Ferguson. I went through Freddie Gray in Baltimore. I've been in the middle of it, as we're talking about people who are protesting and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I have not been in anything that is this surreal, and where we're at a precipice right now. We're at a moment where people need to understand that if you believe in law and order, then you need to believe in equal treatment by the law, right? If you care about keeping law and order, then you need to care about lives as much as you care about property. And so if you're concerned and upset about property being lost and things being burned, which is it should not be happening. I'm not condoning that. But you should care equally about the lives that have been lost. And if you and when someone says, I don't condone the action, I don't agree with the action, but I understand the anger, right? And then the answer to that, or the response to that, is, well, then yes, you are telling people to go out there and riot. No, I'm not telling people to go out there and riot. But tell me what the proportional response to mass murder over the years is. What is a proportional response to that? When people have, Dr. King wanted peaceful nonviolence. They killed him. Things got marginally better. Things got better, but not perfect. We never reached the Dr. King dream. And then let's just move forward to Colin Kaepernick, who sought the advice of a war veteran, took a knee, peacefully protested during the national anthem, totally peaceful, knee, right? The metaphor, I mean, it writes itself. And then you have the knee now. So if you don't want people to protest peacefully, if you don't get anything, he got fired, he lost his job in the NFL, was castigated. The president called him sons of bitches, right? And all the other people in the NFL. And then when people are upset because it happens, the very thing that he was fighting for happens in front of our very eyes, and people become upset and they take to the streets and they start to protest. And then you say, well, why aren't you protesting peacefully? Well, you tried. So what do you have people do who are trying to have their issues looked at? What would you have them do? The government's not doing it.
Yeah.
So what do you do? You want to tell people how to protest, but you can't accept either doing it peacefully or not. And so if there is no avenue to protest peacefully or to protest not peacefully, then that means that you have made a calculation in your head that Black people in this country have no means to have rights, the same rights that you have, especially when it comes to the police department, or just at all, because you can't protest peacefully and you can't get radical, or as you would call it. So then what's the means? What do you do?
Is there anything you've seen from the past week that maybe is a silver lining or anything positive? Or
yes, that this country is broken, or maybe it needs to be broken in order to fix it. And maybe that's what we're doing right now. I don't like seeing all the violence. I don't like seeing the rioting. But I am heartened by all the young people who are out there fighting for their rights, and who are saying enough is enough and the time has come, and by the diversity of people who are out there. It's not just Black kids, it's not just kids of color, it's white kids out there too, young people and older people, and they've had enough. And I think that maybe it has to break all the way down so that we can fix it and put it back together. And I know some people may think that sounds ominous, but for me, that's positive. That's a glass half full, because we cannot go back to the way it was. We can't.
Don Lemon, keep crushing it. I watch you every single night. Thank you so much for all of this. And I can't wait to talk to you, hopefully in person soon.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, my brother.
Bye, bud.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.